Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, moviepilot.com, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's the sequel to the 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy. It is the 15th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It stars a lot of the same faces, man. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Michael Rooker, um, Karen Gillan, and then there's Kurt Russell, Sylvester Stallone, Tommy Flanagan, Palm Clementif. I probably mispronounced, butchered the shit out of that name. It happens. And then there's, oh man, I'm Elizabeth Debicki. I'm forgetting other names. It's directed by James Gunn, man. He directed the first movie. He directed Slither. He directed Super with Rainn Wilson. And if you want to get a shout out in my review of Snatched next weekend, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. Picking up shortly after the first movie, you got the Guardians. They are hired to do a job, and among some miscommunication, they end up with Ego, and as the trailers have already explained, he is Star-Lord's dad. He had no idea who his dad was in the first movie. Now he knows, and it opens up new enemies and new adventure. And I don't want to go into anything too deep because I feel like this is a movie. I feel like if I say anything about it, it's a spoiler. So I'm gonna try to review this as vaguely and spoiler free as I possibly can. It feels like the soundtrack, Super Awesome Mixtape Volume 1, Super Awesome Mixtape Volume 2. It feels like Volume 2. It feels like you could watch both movies straightforward, and it's like the Kill Bill series. The action was good, the humor was good, the cast chemistry was great. The direction, this is clearly a James Gunn movie. He's got his unique variety of putting movies together. I liked Kurt Russell as Ego. He's I wasn't too familiar with the character coming in. I had been familiar. I seen pictures and whatnot, and he's an actor that I never expected to do a Marvel movie. Just like Glenn Close in the first movies, like a Michael Douglas, like a Robert Redford, like a Anthony Hopkins. Just actors who I never expected to want to do a comic book movie, Sylvester Stallone included. This is Marvel Star Wars. Everything's in outer space. The movie opens with a dope action set piece. You know, there's some in the middle where they're venturing through space. There are some shootouts, if you will, and then a huge set piece at the very end, and that was dope too. Not all the best parts are in the trailer. I love the way that the main core of the team plays together. We get more care. Like, I would say that the character development in the first movie was there for Star-Lord and Gamora, some character development. This movie, I would say Rocket, Yondu, Nebula, you know, they get a lot of character development, growth, and all of this from where they started at in the movie. Mantis was a good addition. I liked Mantis as a character. I think in some parts the humor was laid on a little too thick. Like, not every joke hit. Overall, I really enjoyed it, but it doesn't quite, for me, measure up to the first movie. Like, as singular movies, the first one is a hair better. Although, like I said, you can watch them continuously. It is a Marvel movie, of course. So don't, for this movie specifically, do not leave your seat once the credits start. There are 5 post-credit scenes in this movie. Technically, there's a pre-credit scene, 3 mid-credit scenes, and 1 post-credit scene. But James Gunn himself said 5 post-credit scenes. So listen to the director, not the critic. 2 of those post-credit scenes, maybe 3, I really dug. 2 of them are pointless. 2 of them are pointless, and I want to go on like a 10-minute rant talking about what I wanted to see happen but I'm not gonna do that. You can direct message me if you want to know what I would have done leading up to future MCU movies. But they either set up Infinity War or Volume 3 real dope. I had other flaws, they fell out of my head right now. Check my Letterboxd, because when I type out my review on Letterboxd, maybe I'll squeeze them in there. So with all that being said, man, I will say that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is dope and a half. Just a hair under the first movie. Have you seen Guardians? What did you think of it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. What do you prefer? Which Guardians do you prefer? And of the 15 MCU movies, where do you rank Volume 2? If you want that shout out next weekend, within $2 million, higher or lower, how much is Guardians going to make opening weekend? Get your guesses in before the results come out Sunday morning, man. Check out my movie talk on Adam Sandler, Fate of the Furious, Teen Titans, Judas Contract, Smurfs, Sandy Wexler. All those reviews are up. Next weekend, Snatch. The weekend after that, Alien. Album reviews coming. Wale, Logic, Brother Ali. Look out for those. Tag me in your ticket stubs no matter what you going to see, man. I don't care. I'm just curious to know what everybody watching, man. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Holla at me. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.